regular content. Just gonna be doing some triggers, some basketball tapping, and then I'm also gonna try in this video to do some layering of sounds, so doing multiple triggers at once, and also, obviously, like the title of the video says, asking you random questions, because quite honestly, those are my favorite videos to watch when I'm going to bed. Sort of videos that sort of keep your mind busy, but not something that's totally consuming of your attention, if that makes any sense. So those are the videos that I like to listen to, so I'm going to try to make content that I like, if that makes any sense. So if you do like this style of video and want more of them, make sure you leave a like on the video, and also comment down below maybe some other triggers you'd like me for me to try. I'd love to sort of widen my horizon, I guess you could say, on different triggers I have in my back pocket. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you also do enjoy. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. So let's get right into tonight's video. Okay, so as I am sort of asking you these very extremely random questions, you can definitely, answer them out loud, whisper them, think of them in your head while trying to fall asleep, or just get some sort of entertainment out of this video. If you're, just watching just to watch, I very much do appreciate it. But if you are trying to relax or fall asleep, I highly suggest to get nice, comfy, and cozy. And yeah, I guess we can just get started with some of the first questions I have for you. These are just going to be very random, and this video is probably going to seem very random, but it's just what I came up with, and I kind of want to just film something nice and easy for you to relax. So, question number one. What is a food that you personally like that maybe others do not? Maybe it's, a regular food, maybe like pickles, or onions, Brussels sprouts, or maybe something that you just generally like that other people don't. Or it even could be a food combination. Maybe you like, pineapple on pizza, or something super duper random. I know some people like, weird combinations like hot sauce and pickles, or I've actually heard of that somewhere, but if you have one, definitely let me know. I think that'd be very funny to find out. Question number two. What is something you recently paid for, but was for fun? Obviously, we are about positivity and fun here. Not, the last thing I paid for was rent. No. We do not think about that when we're here trying to relax. Something fun. So it could be a shirt that you found and liked. It could be, you went out for a nice dinner. Maybe it was to the movie theater. Now that those are starting to open up again. What is the last thing you paid for that was for fun? Maybe even a nice vacation. I know I definitely need one of those very, 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 very soon, at least in my opinion. Another question. Question number three, I guess you could say, is do you believe in aliens? I find that to be a very deep and interesting question. Life outside of Earth, I think that's very deep. I don't know. For me, personally, do I think there is, living organisms outside of Earth? I think 10,000% yes. Do I think there are, people who look exactly like us who live on a different planet? Maybe not exactly. Do I believe in, little green Martian men running around? Maybe. That's definitely a maybe. But I think, yes, I think absolutely there has to be, spaces. It's infinite, it's infinite, it's infinite. So who even knows, in a galaxy far, far away, you know what I mean? But do you? Question number 4, I think. Question 4, let's just call it question number 4, question number 4, question number 4. Where are some places you have visited in your life? It could be where you live now. It could be, a regular family vacation spot. It could be a very extravagant trip, to a different country. Places you've been in your life you can sort of reminisce on while you're trying to hopefully relax and fall asleep to. I really haven't been in there anywhere too crazy. I've been to Hawaii before. That's probably the craziest place I've ever been to, but I'm sure there are people on here who have been to some very, 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 very fun and crazy places. At least I would hope so. Life is, very short, and it'd be very nice to sort of have some sort of fun in that sort of way, but I know not everyone gets an opportunity to, so the next follow-up question, this could be question B. Where are some places you would dream about going? Dream about going. It could be, again, maybe just a new vacation spot. It could be, a once-in-a-lifetime trip. It could be, to see someone that you really enjoy seeing. Something like that. I just realized I have my basketball upside down. It's kind of annoying. Question number 5. Question number 5. What is a movie you can put on and watch over and 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 over again without getting tired of it? Yes, that is a very good movie. For me personally, that's very tough. For me, it might have to be Back to the Future or Back to the Future 2, either one. I am a very big fan of Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future 3 is okay, but definitely the first and second one are maybe some of my favorite films of all time. Those movies are just a lot of fun, and the story, I think it's very interesting. It's very nostalgic, at least to me, in my opinion. I really enjoy those movies a lot, so I think that might be one of them. I think also Step Brothers, kind of a classic for at least like my, age range, my sort of generation of people. A lot of people say that Step Brothers might be one of the greatest comedy movies of all time. It would be the best one of all time, who knows, but that's definitely a very good one. And also maybe another follow-up question. What is a bad movie that you really enjoy watching? So maybe a movie that you know is bad, maybe a movie that you not necessarily hate to watch, but a movie that you know it's not good, but you still sit and watch. That's honestly kind of a tough one, at least in my opinion. I don't know. That's really tough. For me, in my opinion, I find that bad comedy movies are really fun to watch sometimes. Just throughout the years, those super duper random, movies with like Kevin Hart and this random guy there's obviously a lot of really, really, really good answers, at least in my opinion. Another question. I think this might be question 6 or 7. Let's call it question 7. What celebrity do you think is the most down to earth? So it might just be a celebrity you think that just might be the easiest to talk to. This is pretty hard. I know a lot of celebrities get kind of a bad rap just because, you know, what they are perceived to be or what money they have or things like that. It's kind of sad, but you know, I'm sure there's a lot of really nice people, you know, out there who do make a lot of money who are very nice. And it's sort of a, you know, B part of the question, who is the celebrity you would most love to talk to, or at least meet, have dinner with, the celebrity you most like to meet. It could be a celebrity, an artist, an actor, an athlete. It could be maybe even just anyone, anywhere you would love to meet. Nice answer. That's a very tough one for me. You know, obviously me being a very big basketball fan, I think, you know, LeBron, not just because of the athlete he is, but also just the person he is, the human being he is. He must have some pretty interesting stories to talk about, at least some things to talk about as well. I think that might be my go-to one, maybe. I don't even know. Maybe even someone like interesting to talk to, like maybe someone like Jim Carrey, someone who just might be, you know, a little bit crazy, but in a good way. Someone who just, you know, might have, you know, a good conversation with. I think Jim Carrey would be very interesting. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I think those are pretty good. Those might be my go-to guys. But I mean, maybe even Drake, the artist Drake. I mean, that dude is one of the most interesting people in the world. He must be, you know, very, very, must have some great stories, I bet, probably. Let's see. Another question. I think this is question 8, technically. Question 8. What is the most expensive or lucrative thing you've bought before? And then if you don't really have that, you know, I've gotten that opportunity. What is the most expensive or lucrative thing you want? So there's a part A and a part B to this question. So make sure you think of both. You think of both. That's honestly a really good question. I don't even know. Well, I mean, a phone. Phones are pretty expensive, I guess. That might be one. A car, obviously. Car is definitely another thing. But I guess if we're talking about luxury item, you know, something that you don't need per se. My PS5. That was pretty lucrative. That was kind of on the spot. Just happened randomly. Didn't even know I was going to get it until I just tried to do it, and then boom, I got it. That was kind of random. But I'm sure people out there have done some very crazy things with, you know, extra cash, which is really good. You know, people are blessed. That's really great. But then again, an item that you would want to do. I mean, obviously, like a mansion, a house. I'm one of those people who, yes, I am one of those people who look at those, you know, $20 for me personally. On my channel, I always try to be very positive and optimistic, obviously, for you and for my own sake, trying just to have a better outlook on life, just trying to be better from, mental health sake and things like that. But in real life, I tend to be very pessimistic about myself, so I wouldn't know, like, you could say, oh, ASMR, because I have an ASMR channel. I don't think I'm good at ASMR at all. I think I'm pretty terrible, but, I don't think any ASMR artist gets relaxed, or tingles from their own, I guess, videos. If you do, you must be the best one out there, but I definitely do not enjoy, like, rewatching my own videos after editing them, so I wouldn't say I was good at ASMR, but I do think my basketball knowledge, that's something I'm good at, I guess. I'm pretty okay at, a majority of video games. I don't know. That's tough. That's really tough to think about what I'm good at. That's also something that you really have to be, very honest about with yourself. Maybe, in a funny, joking way, let's say, not a harsh, not a super critical way, but what is something that you are bad at? How about that? Not in like a bad way, not like, oh, life or this or that. No. You are good where you are, but hey, everyone's not the greatest at everything, but what is something you are not so good at? For me, I'm also a good cook. I think I cook pretty well. I really want to do a sort of like an Ashley Marie, homage. I don't know how you say that word. An Ashley Marie type video where she does the cooking videos. I would love to do an ASMR cooking video. I feel like that'd be so much fun to do. I would love to do that, but I don't even really have the sort of setup to do that, but I think that'd be a lot of fun to do. But something I'm bad at, I don't even know. Gambling. I'm bad at gambling. I was just at the casino. I go there pretty often. I've never won. I'm down like probably, give or take $100. That's pretty bad. I'm pretty bad at gambling. Something else I'm bad at. Keeping track of time. I'm pretty bad at that. I'm pretty bad at, following a schedule, keeping track of time, which is pretty bad for my actual job, but I'm pretty bad at that. I'm very much a person who just sort of goes with the flow, of life in general. I'm not very much a schedule type of person, so let's see another question. Let's say, hypothetically, magic was real. You could say Harry Potter, you could say any type of magic you want. What is a spell or some sort of potion that you would want? You get just one, though. So it could be, to make someone fall in love with you. It can be a potion of growing where you can go big. It can be a potion like in Shrek 2. It's a Shrek 2 where he turns handsome. You can make a handsome potion. You can cast a spell, and maybe it's a fireball spell, so you can be some sort of superhero type thing. What's a spell that you would cast? To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen all of the Harry Potter movies. I've seen the first one, and I've seen the last two movies. I've seen those ones, so I've seen the beginning and I've seen the end, but I think I've seen the Goblet of Fire, and I think that's the only, I think I've seen like 4 movies. The first one, the Goblet of Fire, and I've seen the last 2, parts 1 and 2 of those movies, so I'm not super, like, into Harry Potter, but I do really enjoy it. I just don't have the movies, I guess. I do know that I am, though, in fact, a Hufflepuff. Wow, very, very, very surprising. Now I feel like a lot of people who are probably in the ASMR community are probably Hufflepuffs, because it is not the more sensitive type of person, but maybe people who are just more giving, nice, kind, compassionate, I guess you could say, ASMR community, trying to, help people, better people, things like that. So, but yeah, as for a magic spell, I really don't know. That's pretty tough. Okay, so with these last set of questions, I am just going to be flipping through some magazines I have, and that's why I was writing on them, because I'm going to be using them later. But with these last set of questions, I'm going to be doing some page-turning sounds. But question 11, question 12, one of the two. If you were a ghost, not a spooky ghost, not a scary ghost, obviously not in an ASMR video, unless you are some sort of horror fan and love that type of stuff, but no. Say you were a ghost. Who is the person, or where is the place you would haunt, I guess you could say. Again, not in a spooky way, but maybe somewhere where you could just hang out around without ever being caught. That's kind of a cool question, because it can be, funny in a way. It could be, in a loving way. It could be in an exciting way, something like that. For me, I know I keep answering my own questions. I should leave some time for you to answer. My apologies. But yeah, that's a very good. That's a very, very good question. Very good answer as well. I really dig it. For me personally, I don't know. You can do a very cheesy answer like my family. I could be, watching over them, I guess you could say. You can do something cool. You could be like, oh, I want to go hunt. Oh, I don't know. Some sort of celebrity. Sort of just see their sort of inside life. A life that no one else knows but you now. That'd be kind of cool. Or you could do something like exciting. You could be like, oh, I would haunt, Disneyland. Or I would haunt, the White House. Because then you get to know all the secrets. You get to stay there when no one else is there. That'd be kind of cool for me, probably. Being a big Disney fan, I'd stick around Disneyland, just see all the happy people there. To get to be around the park all the time. See all that cool stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's a very, very interesting answer, at least in my opinion. How about this? When and/or where were you the most comfortable or content with your life? I think that is a very good question. When or where were you the most comfortable and or content with your life? Now, I would really hope you would answer right here and right now, obviously watching my video, I hope. But, that's a very tough question. At least for me. I know I always answer all my questions. I used to stay at a beach house when I would visit California, and this beach house, obviously being a beach house, was right on the beach. Wow. And I remember being on the beach and it being just warm enough to sleep with the window open, but not it being super cold. And I remember just hearing the waves pew, 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 crashing when obviously falling asleep, and it was just, it was so relaxing. I wish it was one of the only times I remember not needing to listen to ASMR to fall asleep, which I do every night. I listen to ASMR every night to fall asleep too. It was the only time I didn't need that. And then I remember waking up to sounds of seagulls and birds, the sort of typical sounds you would hear at the beach, and it was very chilly, but like a nice kind of chilly, still hearing the waves, pew, 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 crashing. Oh man, that was maybe the most, comfy I've ever been in my life, and content I've ever been. That was a lot of very, very, very nice. But yeah, maybe for a lot of people, at least also in my opinion, my bed, just my bed. Sure, I've slept in some pretty awkward and weird places like couches and floors and things like that, but man, sleeping in your own bed in your room is very nice, even if you share a room, even if you don't have just sleeping in a place where you've been before. I think it's very comfy and relaxing, so that's also a pretty good one. Alright guys, and with the last question, this might be question 10, 11, no idea. The last question I'm going to leave you with on is, who is the most well, how do I word this? Say I ask you, who is an artist I should be listening to? Who would you say? 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 Obviously, you could just spew out a very popular artist that you really enjoy. Or you can go maybe more indie and unknown artists that you really enjoy, that you would highly recommend, that I listen to. I'm very much someone who enjoys listening to sort of not so, hot music, I guess you could say, radio music as well. I always love listening to different things. I would like to say I have a very vast sort of style and music taste. I'm very much a person who can go on to listening from, Drake, Post Malone, all those type of well-known artists, but then I can also listen to, Bon Iver or Bon Iver, however you pronounce his name, them, or different types of music like that, or even just, rock music, classic rock, 90s, alternative. I'm very much a person who loves a lot of different types of artists and music. I mean, if I looked through and I might do a video on this, looking through my light music and songs on my Spotify, dude, it's all over the place. I'll go from listening to like 21 Savage to listening to, Disney soundtracks from movies. Like, I'm very much everywhere when I say that. So if there's an artist that you would say I should listen to, definitely let me know. And also let me know that one in the comments. If you can comment down below if you're not falling asleep yet, I'd very much appreciate it. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be the end for me. And I really am trying to get the basketball here. I really hope you had a nice time talking with me. I had a lot of fun doing this, getting to know you better. Thank you so much for answering these questions, even if it was just in your head. I very much do appreciate it. I hope no one comments all of their answers. I don't want, big long comments, but if you want to answer one or two of them in the comments, I would love to read those. But yeah, thank you so much, and I really hope you're doing well, relaxing. If not, shoot me an email. My emails are always open. Sure, it is a business email, but you guys can definitely, well, not you guys, you watching this video can email me whenever you want, just for, a chat if you want a personalized video, that's awesome. But if you just want to say hi, I will easily and honestly say hi back for sure. But yeah guys, that's gonna be it for me, and I really hope that you give this video a like. If you did like this video, if you want more of these styles of videos, that'd be nice. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. It's always very much appreciated. And yeah, that's gonna be it, and I'll see you